Very good morning. In this session, I'm going to discuss in detail about the basic Linux command, especially head, tail, grep, pipe, sort, and man commands. I'm Dr. Srithar, Associate Professor, Department of Experiential Learning, KL University. So, in this session, let's start with head and tail command. What head and tail command will do is head command will return the first page of any document. The tail command which will return the last page of any document. So that is the command is head followed by the file path. Similar to that, if you want to display the tail, then tail followed by the file path. Suppose if I want to specifically display only the last three lines, then you need to mention hyphen and followed by 3. So which will return last three lines of your page. Next command is grep command. Actually, the grep command it is like a search. For example, in the file path or file, so in a particular file, if you want to search some keyword, then you can able to use the grep command. In this example, let's see file1.txt is the file. File1.txt is the file, whereas I need to search the keyword called Linux, and where I am using the command called grep command. So there is a specific meaning for I am using hyphen I C W O N and B. The notation I is for ignore the case and display, and whereas C for count, W for words, O for exact match, N for the line numbers, V for except the search keyword. Except the search keyword, it will return all other contents. So let's see all these things in practical also. So then the regular expression notation. For the file one, if I want to display the file or the search keyword which is ending with capital letter A to Z, then we need to use this symbol, cap symbol. Suppose if I am using dollar at last, which means that the words ending with capital letter A to capital letter Z, it will return those information. And if I mention star, which means that it matches 0 or more occurrence of preceding letters. And cat, for example, let's see the use of the pipe command. Suppose if one output is depends on another output, which means one output of one command is the input of the next command, then we need to use this pipe symbol. For this example, cat file1.txt, output of this one will go into the grep, which means that Linux Linux keyword is searched in the file1.txt and it will display the information. And suppose if I want to redirect the output, then I can use standard output redirection. So that is one for the overwrite, one for the append operation. If I am using one greater than sign, which means that I need to take the result of these commands and return into the out.txt. So that is the overwrite. Suppose if any content available in the out.txt, that will be erased and the new file will be appended. Suppose if it is a double greater than, which means that it will be appended. So the file, even though the out.txt contains some information, this information will be appended. So that is called as a double greater than sign. Suppose if I want to sort the file, then you need to use the command called sort followed by the file name .txt. And the man command which will return the user manual of any commands. Now let us go into our CentOS Linux and we will do all these exercise. Okay, so just log in to your machine. I just log into my machine. Go to activities, take a terminal, just zoom, control shift plus to zoom all the things. Okay, so now I will show you the information related to the users available /etc/passwd folder. So I'll use this head for to display all these things, that is etc/passwd. Now enter. You see that whatever the information now you are seeing, that is the first page of the /etc and slash password. So this contain uh, default user information. Okay, so let's go with the tail command. If I am using tail, let's see. You see that these are all the users I already created. So these user information is now available in the last page. You see that Sridhar is the user which is available in the last page one. Whenever you are creating any user, those information to be recorded in the last page only. Okay, suppose if I want to display only last three lines, just to mention hyphen n followed by 3, then it will display only the last three lines. Okay, so let me go into the grep command. In the previous session, I already created one folder and one directory and have some files also. Let us go into that directory KLU and ls. Let's see, I already have some files as per my previous video. Now go and check this content, cat file 1.txt. Okay, I have this contents. Now let's try to work with the grep commands. So what I should do is grep followed by, I want to search the keyword called Linux. I want to search the keyword called Linux. Let's try. Okay, let's try with the Linux and where the file name is file 1.txt. Let's see, I have only one line that matches with the Linux. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different notation. As I already said, you see this, we can use these different notations. Either you can use I, C, W, O, N. We will try few. Okay, so let us try with the I. I means ignore. I means ignore. You see that I mentioned all are small letters, that is all are lowercase, where I am ignoring the case. Now let's see. You see that these two lines are matching with the Linux. I am ignoring the case. Why? Because here it is not an exact match. Okay. So similar to that. For example, if I am keeping W, so it will return the word count. Where example Linux. So it will return the exact word match. So if I am mention as like some en, it will return the line numbers. It will return the line number as 3. Okay, so similar case, if I am mention hyphen v, it will return all the other line except the match found with this line. Okay, you see that it is displaying all the other lines except this search Linux. Okay, so this is how you can work with the grep command. Okay, so similarly, let's see how to work with this now the regular expression. So for example, grep and I'm using some cap symbol followed by so a to z. So I am mentioning a to z where file 1.txt. Okay, so what is the meaning? So that is the lines which ending with the small letter a to small letter z, it will return. Let's see. Okay, actually it is a starting with small letter a. Okay, starting with the small letter a, no words are available. So now what can I do is I just make it as a capital A to capital Z. Now let's see. So all the words start with capital letter only. So it has written all the things. Okay. So what we can do is let's start ending. Let's try for the ending. Okay. So which mean that ending with A to Z. Let's see. Nothing is there. Okay. No words ending with the capital letters. But if I'm making it a small a to small z. Okay. So because all the sentence ending with the lowercase only. Okay, so now let's see how to work with the pipe command. As I already said, pipe command, one output of one command is the input of the next command. Okay, so for example, file cat followed by file 1.txt, which will return all the content available in the file. Now what I should do is I want to redirect these, sorry, not redirect, I want to search. So I'm using the pipe command. So I want to search something called Linux. Okay. As I already told you, the similar procedure, what we have done previously. Let's see, enter. Can you see that? Now, the meaning for this pipe command is that output of this command is taken into the input of the second command. So that's what you are getting this output like this. Okay. So now next command is to for the output redirection. For example, same command, I want this output in some specific file. Okay, so let's see. I'm using greater than sign followed by out.txt. What will happen? Output of these two commands will be taken into this out.txt. Now enter, and now I want to open this out.txt file. Cat followed by out.txt file and check it out. Now can you see that output of the previous command? Now it is recorded in out.txt file. Okay, so let's try to do the same exercise by greater than sign. As I already told, greater than means it will append. Append means already one line is there. That is, this is a Linux class like that. Okay, so what will happen if I am running the same command again? It will one more time it will write the information into the out.txt without erasing. Okay, now let's see, if I try to execute the same command, you can see two times welcome to AWS class. Clear? Okay, so now what can I do is, I would like to try to run the sort command. Sort followed by file one.txt. Okay, so what happened? All these information are arranged as per alphabetical order. So, okay, so the last command for the today's session is man followed by the command name. So what this man command will do is, it will display the user manual of any command. For example, if I'm making it as a date, so it will give the detailed information about the manual of the date. So that is the meaning of hyphen or meaning of hyphen s, hyphen u, everything it is displayed. That's it for the today's lecture. Happy learning. Thank you.